I'm Urvi from India. So we'll start with the poem number one, that is Dust of Snow, which has been written by Robert Frost, and it is in the syllabus of class 10 for CBSE and Gujarat board. So let's start. So main characters of the story are Crow, a hemlock tree, and the poet. Now what is the relevance between these three that we'll study further? Let's start with the poem. A beautiful moral story is conveyed by Robert Frost. It gives an idea about the crow, which is considered as a bad sign, and the hemlock tree, which too is considered poisonous. But how these things converts the poet's mood, that we'll see further. Now you have heard about a saying that says like nature is like time, it heals everything and gives us the relief. Here poet describes himself as not in good mood. When a person is sad and feeling lonely and sorrowful, then everything around him seems gloomy. As the poet passes by the hemlock tree, some dust of snow showered on him due to the movement of crow who was sitting on one of the branches of the hemlock tree. Now, how it changes up the mind of the poet, where the poet was feeling sad firstly, but now the poet's mood is becoming happy. As described by the poet, half day of him was spoilt as he was not in the good mood, but the other half was considerably the happiest one and spent in a better way. A significant message to all well beings that tiny, either small or either considered as negative, also have the ability or also have the capacity to convert our thoughts and make us happier. As we have seen in this poem too, that the things which were considered as the negative or even considered as the poisonous, but still they are having the abilities to change one's mood into a happier one. So, just to conclude, one should remain positive, and positivity leads to a successful and a happy life. Now, let's study about the figures of speech and the literary device which are mentioned in this particular poem. Let's see the first stanza. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now, the literary device in this stanza is ABAB. Now, for the first line, a word is crow, and in the third line, it is snow, where the crow and snow are rhyming, so they are considered as A. And in the second and the fourth line, the words such as me and tree are rhyming, so they are considered as B. So, in the first stanza, the literary device stands as ABAB. Now, let's take a look in the figures of speech. First figure of speech is enjambment, where the sentence or a line in a stanza where they are continued, and if there is no punctuation, then it is to be considered as enjambment. Now, for the first stanza, it is where the sentence are continuing, so it has to be taken as enjambment. And in the next figure of speech, that stands as assonance, where a vowel sound is repeating in a line, then it is to be considered as assonance. In the stanza 1, in the second line, shook down on me, where the O sound is repeating, so it has to be considered as assonance. Let's see stanza 2. Has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had dread. Now here the literary device is CDCD. C has been taken for the rhyming words heart and part, and D has been taken for the rhyming words mood and dread. Now let's see figures of speech. First figure of speech is enjambment. What do you mean by enjambment? The sentence or line in a stanza which is in continuous, and if there is no punctuation, then it has to be said as enjambment. In this stanza 2, the sentences which has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had ruined. It's in continuous and there is no punctuation mark in between. So it has to be termed as enjambment. Now let's see next figure of speech. That is alliteration. Alliteration means what? The repetition of the same letter or sound at the beginning or the words which are closely connected in a sentence. They are termed as alliteration. In this stanza too, in the first line has given my heart. So H is repeating, the H letter is repeating and the sound is also repeating. So it has to be termed in that line as alliteration. And in the third line, saved some, S sound is repeating, so it has to be termed as alliteration. Now next figure of speech is consonants. Where the recurrence of similar sounding consonants are available in a line, then it is to be said as consonants. In the fourth line of the stanza 2, there is a word which has to be day, had and read. There are three of the words which have to be taken as consonants, that is day, had and read. Where the sound is repeating, then it is to be said as consonants. So here we are completing with the figures of speech and literary device of the poem. I hope you understood this poem easily. If you have any of the queries or suggestions, you can comment me below. Please do subscribe, like and share my YouTube channel, that is Fun with Learn_Urvi, for more interesting videos of grammar and on literature. Don't forget to click on bell icon to get notified about more of the videos. Thank you for watching this video.